Hello class, today we'll be learning about the rock cycle. We'll be covering standard 4A, and by the end of this lesson you guys will be able to differentiate among igneous rock, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks, and refer to their properties and methods of formation. So the rock cycle by definition is a series of processes on the surface and inside of the earth that slowly change rocks from one kind to another. Let's start off by learning about the three types of rocks. First, we have igneous rocks. This type of rock is formed when magma and lava cool off and become solid. For those of you who may be wondering what the difference between magma and lava are, magma is molten rock that is beneath the Earth's surface, and when it reaches the Earth's surface, that is when it is referred to as lava. So either way, igneous rocks are derived from magma and lava, and there are different types of igneous rocks, such as intrusive and extrusive. And again, intrusive igneous rocks are those formed underneath the Earth's surface, and extrusive are those formed outside the Earth's surface. Although there are different types of igneous rock, obsidian is one that is very recognizable due to its glossy features, and it can be seen here at the bottom right-hand corner. For those of you who are familiar with obsidian, you might recognize it as something that the Native Americans used to create tools such as arrowheads. Secondly, we have sedimentary rocks. This type of rock is formed at the surface of the earth and in bodies of water. Sedimentary rocks are formed when there is an accumulation of things such as minerals, rocks, plants, or animals, and there is pressure added to the sediments. There are three types of sedimentary rocks, and that is clastic, chemical, and organic. In the bottom right-hand corner, we see an example of sedimentary rock with the fossil in it, and it is right here. Lastly, we have metamorphic rocks. Like sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks require pressure to form. However, these rocks are formed under the Earth's surface and also require heat. The heat isn't to the extreme in which it would form. The heat that is applied to metamorphic rocks isn't so much that it turns into magma, but it is enough to turn rocks that are either sedimentary or igneous into metamorphic rocks. There are two types of metamorphic rocks, and that is foliated and non-foliated. Examples of metamorphic rocks include marble, slate, granulite, quartzite, and anthracite. Here we have a chart explaining the rock cycle. As you can see, it is continuous, but we'll start with magma. So here we have magma, and once it erupts, it's turned to lava, and once it's cooled down, it turns into an igneous rock. From there, due to weathering and erosion, sediments are created, and from these sediments, with a little bit of pressure, sedimentary rocks are formed. Then sometimes sedimentary rocks can be pushed downwards, and with heat and pressure, they're turned into metamorphic rocks. Then through more extreme heat, these metamorphic rocks are melted and turned into magma. Metamorphic rocks can also make their way up towards the Earth's surface through erosion. And again, with erosion, we have sediments and sedimentary rocks. This concludes our lesson, and in order to expand our knowledge on the rock cycle, we will be creating volcanoes and in class, and that for tomorrow's lesson. Okay, have a good day, everyone.